Hello friends, my name is Kahla and welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. And in this video, we will be watching episode 4 of 1995's Pride and Prejudice. So we ended the last episode with Darcy's first proposal and man, it was awkward. It was intense. It was really intense. Like, we know that I know the overall very broad story, but it's these little nuggets of just like greatness that makes this so much fun to watch. So I am looking forward to getting into this episode. I hope that you are looking forward to getting into this episode. So without further ado, let's get into this episode. Ooh, he is walking out of there not happy. He was not expecting that. And I'm sure that whole situation made her angrier than when Mr. Collins proposed.
You are the last man in the world whom I could ever marry. Do you think that any consideration would tempt me? Your arrogance, your conceit.
Ooh, those words just playing in his head.
The Wickham story of your dealings with him.
Well, at least in that I may defend myself.
Maybe only in that.
On the hope of relations whose condition in life is so decidedly below my own.
You are mistaken, Mr. Darcy.
They both said very nasty things to each other, but also a little bit true. It's like a little bit nasty, but there's also some truth to what they both said about each other.
Please, let him come in and explain, sir.
No. You'll forgive me. You'll forgive me.
You can't deal with this. He just got turned down. He just got rejected in a very intense way.
Be not alarmed, madam, on receiving this letter, that it contain any repetition of those sentiments or renewal of those offers which were, this evening, so disgusting to you. But I must be allowed to defend myself against the charges laid at my door.
I don't blame him. Defend yourself, because Mr. Wickham is trash.
Mr. Wickham is the son of a very respectable man, and my own father was fond of him, and held him in high esteem.
If only he knew.
After his father's early death, my father supported him at school and afterwards at Cambridge, and hoped he would make the church his profession.
Good for the church, he didn't. See, he got around, huh?
He expressed an intention of studying the law. I wished, rather than believed him to be sincere.
If only he was sincere.
Georgiana.
Being now free from all restraint,
Just manipulating the young ones, that's what he was good for.
about a year ago she was taken from school to Ramsgate and placed in the care of a Mrs. Young, in whose character we were most unhappily deceived.
Mrs. Young couldn't be trusted because Wickham just was able to...
Leave herself in love and to consent to an elopement. She was then but 15 years old.
Just manipulating and grooming. Just disgusting.
Attended elopement, I joined them unexpectedly.
Because Wickham wasn't supposed to be there. He was probably just there to see his sister. Oh, man.
Unable to support the idea of grieving a brother whom she looked up to almost as a father, she acknowledged the whole plan to me at once. Mr. Wickham left the place immediately.
Like, she told him because she's genuinely innocent and had no clue of his, like, intentions. Wickham knew what he was doing.
Mr. Wickham relinquished his object, which was, of course, my sister's fortune of £30,000.
That's the only reason he wanted
The
to be
secondary
with
motive must have been to revenge himself on me. Had he succeeded, his revenge would have been complete indeed.
Not only would he have gotten the 30,000, he would have been able to do somebody that Darcy loves very much, his younger sister. He would have been able to do her dirty, been abusive, like he would have been awful to her. But you see in that it wasn't just because of not Darcy, but Wickham, that his sister was in danger. It was also that Mrs. Young. So again, a big reason why Darcy is not trusting the people. It's because of Wickham, when people like him. And then he grew up with Wickham too. So he saw this for a long time.
I think I've stayed indoors too long. Fresh air and exercise is all I need. The woods around Rosings are so beautiful at this time of year.
She spoke well of Rosings, and Mr. Collins just lit up.
Mr. Darcy.
I've been walking the Grove some time in the hope of meeting you. Will you do me the honor of reading this letter?
You know what? I think it's good that he wrote it to her in a letter instead of trying to like verbally explain it to her. Because sometimes when you can just sit down, calm yourself, and think things through, you can better explain yourself.
I detached Mr. Bingley from your sister. I have no wish to deny this, nor can I blame myself for any of my actions in this matter.
But she didn't like the way that it ended. She was like, so you still broke them up though, and you don't feel bad about that?
His partiality was clear, but though she received his attentions with pleasure, I did not detect any symptoms of peculiar regard. The serenity of her
Because she's
countenance
so
convinced me that her heart...
stoic.
Insufferable presumption.
I did not believe her to be indifferent because I wished it. I believed it on impartial conviction. Impartial conviction. Okay.
Mr. Darcy came here.
Yes, but he went away again directly, but the Colonel waited for you for over half an hour.
She is still not happy. But let's also talk about the fact with the stuff with Wickham that Darcy could have spread the truth about Wickham around, and he made the decision not to. It shows the difference in character right there.
Though objectionable was nothing in comparison with the total want of propriety so frequently betrayed by your mother, your younger sisters, and even occasionally your father.
Yeah, hitting the nail on the head right there.
Now there will be a great marriage. And you know that will throw the girls into the path of other rich men.
And it is true what a lot of you said in the comments about Mr. Bennet, that he's like likable and charismatic, but he has his faults as well.
Of pointing out to him the certain evils of his choice of your sister as a prospective bride. It was not difficult to convince him of your sister's indifference to him.
Oh, goodness. Is that what he had to deal with? That is intense. No wonder he changed his mind.
There is but one part of my conduct in the affair on which I do not reflect with satisfaction. That is that I concealed from him your sister's being in town.
I forgot that. Okay. Yeah. He didn't even know she was there.
Subject, I have nothing more to say and no other apology to offer.
Insufferable.
That is definitely not the way you apologize, though. Yeah, I did it, and I'm not sorry about it. So there you go.
And this is to be your last invitation. On this visit, at least.
Yes, it is truly a very cruel deprivation. Indeed, I hardly know how I shall bear the loss of Lady Catherine's company.
You feel it keenly. Yes, of course you do, my poor young cousin.
Oh, he doesn't catch sarcasm, but okay. I actually am not surprised that he can't catch the sarcasm.
The dear Colonel rallied his spirits tolerably, but Darcy seemed to feel it most acutely. His attachment to Rosings certainly increases.
She has no clue. No clue.
This evening, Miss Elizabeth Bennet, you have scarce spoke 2 words together. Are you so out of spirits?
No, indeed, madam.
But of course you are. To be going away yourself.
She also flatters herself.
Where will you change horses? At Bromley, of course. Mention my name at the bell and they will attend you.
Your ladyship is very kind.
Indeed, we are all infinitely indebted to your ladyship's kindly bestowed solicitude.
Yes, but this...
She has a very big personality.
But Lady Catherine was so severe last evening about the only right way to place gowns that I couldn't sleep, and I am determined to start afresh.
Maria, this is your trunk. These are your gowns. You may arrange them in any way you wish. Lady Catherine will never know.
This is true. She's not going to check them. She's not.
You have seen for yourself now the happiness of our situation.
Mm-hmm.
Our intimacy at Rosings is a blessing of which few could boast.
And I don't think she regrets not having it, sir, so you know.
And now you have witnessed our felicity, and perhaps you may think that your friend has made a very fortunate alliance.
He's like, don't you regret not choosing me?
But on this point, it will be as well to be silent.
Wow. Back up.
Assure you that I can, from my heart, most cordially wish you equal felicity in marriage. My dear Charlotte and I have but one mind and one way of thinking. We seem to have been designed for each other.
Wow. Ooh. Ooh. It's like you could have had all this. You saw all this you could have had, the life you could have been living. He said he wished her equal felicity in her marriage when he proposed to her, like, you can't really expect anybody else to propose to you. So I don't think he actually fully means that. Like, I think he means it, but he don't mean it.
Oh, how much I shall have to tell.
How much I shall have to conceal.
Ooh, yeah, it's a lot that happened.
You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you.
She's getting flashes. Is that one of the first times that she, like, was hearing back something that wasn't just him insulting her, but the actual confession.
Lizzie!
Oh.
I'll wager you didn't expect we'd come to meet you, did you?
No, he did not.
There.
No, I didn't either.
And we mean to treat you all. Oh, but you must lend us the money we spent all ours. Look. I don't think it's very pretty, but I thought I might as well buy it as not.
It's vile, isn't it, Lizzie?
Oh.
Very ugly. What possessed you to buy it, Lydia?
Exactly. Why did you use up all your money on something that's ugly? Okay, well, I guess her and Wickham are going to be really bad with money, huh?
Wickham is not to marry Mary King after all. She's been taken away by her uncle to Liverpool, and Wickham is safe.
Wickham is safe. Mary King is safe.
Don't look at me like that, Lizzie. I know you think as ill of her as I do. Pass the celery, Kitty. Aren't you glad we came to meet you? We shall be such a merry party on the journey home. Kitty, you're squashing my back. I can't help
Oh, no. That's like y'all should have stayed home.
the way you sit. If you didn't lollop about, there'd be room for us all and the bag. I can't lollop. You do.
Oh, my gosh. That would be a long ride home.
Mr. Darcy proposed. I can scarce believe it. But he always seems so severe. So cold, apparently.
Exactly. The way that Darcy sees Jane is exactly the way that Darcy was acting.
Do blame me for speaking so warmly of Wickham.
No. How could you have known about his vicious character? If indeed he was so very bad. But I cannot believe Mr. Darcy would fabricate such a dreadful slander. Involving his own sister, too.
This is true. It's like, why bring his sister into it if it wasn't true?
Poor Mr. Darcy. Poor Mr. Wickham. There is such an expression of goodness in his countenance.
Yes. I'm afraid one has all the goodness and the other all the appearance of it.
Ooh. Man, that's a line. One has all the goodness and one has all the appearance of it.
There is one point on which I want your advice. Should our general acquaintance be informed of Wickham's true character?
Surely there can be no occasion to expose him so cruelly.
But if only they
What is your own
did.
opinion?
Maybe if they
Better
did,
ought not to
Lydia
be
wouldn't have
attempted.
ended up with him.
Mr. Darcy has not
But maybe she
authorised
would've, who
me to
knows?
make it public, especially as regards his sister.
That's also true. That's also true. Because it is kind of his personal business.
The general
Yeah.
prejudice against Mr. Darcy is so violent, and Wickham will soon be gone. I believe we should say nothing about it at present.
Yes, I agree.
Even though we know what happens, I understand this logic. I understand why they're saying this.
Won't you speak to Papa, Lizzie, about our going to Brighton? You know he listens to your advice.
I think it's a very good thing that the regiment should be removed from Meryton, and that we should be removed from the regiment.
Oh, Lizzie, how can you say such a thing?
Oh, goodness gracious.
One poor company of militia can cause such havoc in our family. What would a whole camp full of soldiers do?
A whole camp full of soldiers.
Oh, girl, calm yourself.
I'm sorry to be breaking so many hearts, but I've not the smallest intention of yielding.
I shall not break my
mean-
heart, Papa.
He was wise not to let them go.
Oh, I want to go to Brighton.
That's a good reason to not go. It's like, if you're going to act like that, you don't need to go anywhere. In fact, go to your room. Go to your room right now.
I'm afraid I still do prefer Mr. Bingley to any other man I've ever met, and Lizzie, I did believe he... Well, I was mistaken. That is all.
It's not true. It's not true.
I'm resolved to think of him no more.
I do think that sometimes, like, in real life, people don't have as much grace for people when they don't express their emotions the way the majority thinks they should. Not everybody expresses emotions the same way, but they can be judged for it.
I cannot find out that she saw anything of Bingley in London. If he should come back to Netherfield, though.
I think there's little chance of that, Mamma.
Oh, well.
If only you weren't, like, yelling about finding rich men for your daughters.
Daughter extremely ill. And if I was her, I would not have put up with it. Well, my comfort is she will die of a broken heart, and then he'll be sorry for what he's done. So,
Okay.
the Collinses live quite comfortable, do they? Well, I only hope it will last. And I suppose they talk about having this house too when your father is dead.
Ooh, listening to
They
her
look
is
on it
a
as
lot.
quite their own, I dare say.
They could hardly discuss such a subject in front of me, Mamma.
Well, I make no doubt they talk about it constantly when they're alone.
Well, we know she thinks about it constantly. I mean, it is her home, and the question is, like, she's probably like, where am I going when this is all said and done? But pressuring your daughter to marry a man like that just so you can have a place to live is...
Well, so I tell you, Mrs. Forster has invited me as her particular friend to go with her to Brighton. Colonel Forster is to take a house for us.
Oh, Lydia, I am so happy. Oh, what an honour to be so singled out.
Is it not fair, Lizzie? Mrs. Forster should have asked me as well as Lydia.
Kitty should be happy that Lydia was the only one to go, because then it'll be two of them, because they're just alike.
Oh, Mamma, I shall have to be bought new clothes, for I've nothing fit to wear and there'll be balls and parties every night.
Well, of course you shall have new things. We wouldn't see you disgraced in front of all the officers.
No, just disgraced in front of literally everybody else.
Look, I understand your concern, my dear. Lydia will never be easy until she has exposed herself in some public place. And here is an opportunity for her to do so, at very little expense or inconvenience to her family.
Ooh, if only that were true.
Advantage to us all, which must arise from Lydia's unguarded and imprudent manner, which has
And she's
already
right.
arisen from it. I'm sure you would judge differently.
Already arisen? Or has she frightened away some of your lovers? Oh, now don't be cast down, Lydia. Such
Oh, wow.
Position as a family, our very respectability is called into question by Lydia's wild behaviour.
This is true. He's just not, it's just not processed. Is it because he doesn't really pay that much attention to the younger girls that he's not really taking seriously her character?
You know that Kitty follows wherever Lydia leads.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you see that they will be censured and despised wherever they are known? And that they will involve their sisters in their own disgrace?
She wasn't wrong. She was not listened to.
Wherever you and Jane are known, you must be respected and valued, and you will not appear to any less advantage for having a couple or, I may say, 3 very silly sisters. We shall have no peace at Longbourn if Lydia does not go to Brighton.
Wow. I'm really realizing
Foster
that
is a sensible man.
there was a lot of, I don't know,
She's too
this
poor
seems
to be an object of prey to a
kind of
fortune.
foolish of him to not
Now,
take it
leave it
seriously, especially for the time, knowing that one person could have ruined an entire family name, and knowing that his younger daughters, specifically Lydia, were kind of just out there doing their own thing. It's very interesting, alarming.
Words cannot
That
express
he-
what we feel
wow,
about your
okay.
kindness to our dear Lydia.
I'm interested to know what you guys think, like more about Mr. Bennett, because I'm processing that scene, and it's like you really don't pay much attention to your younger daughters if you are not taking this seriously.
There's one lady I should be very loath to part from.
He doesn't know that she knows, but she's going to be polite about it.
How did you find Rosings?
Very interesting. Colonel Fitzwilliam was there with Mr. Darcy. Are you at all acquainted with the Colonel?
To some respect, yes. In former years. Very gentlemanly man. How did you like him?
I liked him very much indeed.
Mm-hmm. You see him getting a little bit nervous, like, what do you know? So what do you know?
But I think Mr. Darcy improves on closer acquaintance.
Indeed.
Mm.
In what
He's
respect?
like, oh, so this isn't working anymore.
I don't mean to imply that either his mind or his manners are changed for the better. Rather, my knowing him better improved my opinion of him.
That's not what he wants to hear.
At your service, man.
Yes, go. I would not wish you back again.
If only. See, he kind of got that sense. He was like, oh, hey, girl, so I'm not getting married no more. Oh, you talk to Darcy. Oh, you like him now. Oh, let me go over here.
Oh, my dear girl. Take every opportunity of enjoying yourself.
This is the last time you're going to see her, like, in her innocence before she is with a terrible, terrible, terrible man.
If anyone should ask for me, I should be in my library and not to be disturbed.
I do wonder, though, if Kitty seeing what Lydia went through, if that did her any good to make better choices herself, if that sobered her up at all, so that it wouldn't be two of them making all of the same bad decisions.
My business won't allow me time away to visit all the Lake Country. We shall have to content ourselves with Derbyshire.
But Derbyshire has many beauties, has it not?
I wonder if she had gone to Brighton too, would she have been able to keep an eye on Lydia?
Wildness and artifice, and all in the one perfect county.
Well, I was born and grew up here, so I should never disagree with that. At Lambton, a little town of no consequence. It is but 5 miles from Pemberley, and owes much of its prosperity to that great estate.
So near.
She's not happy to hear so close.
Privilege of intimacy with that family. We moved in very different circles.
The pained smile, like I'm trying to get away from this man and you're telling me we're going to be 5 miles from his estate. What do you mean?
Thank you, Baines. Good day. I shall conquer this. I shall.
It's the thing it's the thing he's conquering his feelings. Is he trying to fight him out? So I don't think that's how that works. I don't think you can do that.
How far are we from Pemberley, my dear?
Not more than 5 miles, sir.
Is the family here for the summer?
No, ma'am.
Perhaps we might visit Pemberley after all.
I understand that Pemberley is like a really big estate. It's a lot of land, but the thought of, oh, somebody can take a tour of your home when you're not there because your home is pretty. It's a very like, I don't know, foreign idea to me.
Stop the coach.
Hey, look at it.
I think one would be willing to put up with a good deal to be mistress of Pemberley.
The mistress of Pemberley will have to put up with a good deal, from what I hear.
She's not likely to be anyone we know.
Yes, you're literally sitting next to the future mistress of Pemberley. It must be a lot to manage an estate that large, though. It has to be a lot of responsibility.
Perhaps the beauty of the house renders its owner a little less repulsive, Lizzie. Yes, perhaps.
So it's like Darcy isn't well liked by people who don't know him, but people who really do know him love him. But maybe he's like that, like, hey, I don't want to be liked by everybody. I don't want everybody thinking they can just approach me because you can't trust everybody. And you know what? That's not awful. Like, I think that's actually kind of fair. It keeps certain types of people from trying to think that they can just come in and take advantage of you. But it also prevents you from getting to know people who are like really, really sweet and really, really nice.
And there's a fine prospect from that window down towards the lake.
Oh, that is a
All
very
this
nice
I
view.
might have been mistress.
This piano has just come down.
Hey, don't worry, girl. You still will be.
And that's my master. And very like him, too.
Oh, it is a handsome face, but I've never seen the original. Is it like him, Lizzie?
Oh, does this young lady know the master?
Yes, a little.
Oh, and he is a handsome gentleman, is he not, ma'am?
Yes, very handsome.
I'm sure I know none so handsome, nor so kind.
Indeed.
She's trying to process all of these compliments being given to Darcy, but she also realizes that Darcy isn't half as bad as she first thought.
And his son will be just like him. The best landlord and the best master. Ask any of his tenants or his servants.
I'm like, wait, are we just thinking about the same Mr. Darcy? That's the look on her face.
This fine account of Darcy is not quite consistent with his behaviour to poor Wickham.
Perhaps we might have been deceived there.
That's not likely, is it?
How many people did Wickham tell that story to? Because like I said, Darcy kept the truth to himself. Hey, what is he doing? There's also a dog barking very loudly outside, along with like a lawnmower. There's a lot happening outside right now. Oh, there's a lot happening outside where he is too. What's going on, Darcy? It's a hot day. He want to take a plunge. To be fair, this is his house. He's supposed to be home and nobody's supposed to be there. So him taking a plunge, that's his business. And now he's sopping wet, which wouldn't matter. But there's people there, and one of the people there is somebody that he is in love with. Ooh, oh, this is interesting. Ooh.
Mr. Darcy?
So you weren't supposed to be back till
Miss
tomorrow.
Bennett.
Oh, wow.
I did not expect to see you, sir.
Soaking wet, shirt untucked.
I returned a day early. Excuse me, your parents are in good health?
Yes, they are very well. Thank you, sir.
How long have you been in this part of the country?
But 2 days, sir.
And where are you staying?
At the inn at Lambton?
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, I'm just. You can tell he's happy to see her, but also kind of embarrassed.
And your parents are in good health, and all your sisters.
Yes.
They're all in excellent health.
So you already asked that question.
Just as handsome as in his portrait, though perhaps a little less formally attired.
We must leave here at once.
Oh.
What must he think?
They both feel a little bit embarrassed.
What did he say?
Oh, nothing of consequence. He inquired after my parents and...
They're both equally embarrassed. Like, oh my gosh, what does he think of me? What does she think of me? I was just, oh yeah.
I hope you're not displeased with Pemberley.
No, not at all.
Then you approve of it.
Very much. I think there are few who would not approve.
But your good opinion is rarely bestowed and therefore more worth the earning. Delighted to make your acquaintance, madam. Delighted, sir. You're staying at Lambton, I hear.
Yes, sir. I grew up there as a girl.
Delightful village. I remember running from Pemberley to Lambton as a boy almost every day in the horse chestnut season. There was one very fine tree there, I remember.
On the green, by the smithy.
He's showing his, like, more agreeable side.
Mr. Gardner, do you care for fishing?
Indeed I do, sir, when I get the chance of it.
And if you have time, sir, you must come and fish in my trout stream. Or there are carp, tench, and pike in the lake here if you're...
Yeah, he's showing the side that everybody who really knows him already sees.
But let us walk down now. Follow us to the lake. My man will show you. There's a place down there where...
Let's go right now. Oh, you thought you were leaving? Girl, I'm not letting you go.
He is all ease and friendliness, no false dignity at all.
I'm as astonished as you are. I can't imagine what has affected this transformation.
Can you not?
I mean, obviously Lizzie, but also he's in a place where he doesn't have to be so on guard. He doesn't have to worry about there being people there trying to take advantage of himself and the people he cares about.
Would you allow me to... Do I ask too much to introduce my sister to you during your stay at Lambton?
Which is a big deal. We know he cares about his sister. And he's not just going to introduce her to just anybody because of how she's been done dirty in the past. So it's like, girl, this is showing you what he thinks of your character. He thinks highly of your character.
I hope we shall meet again very soon. Okay, Mr. Gardner. Mrs. Gardner.
I like this dressed down Mr. Darcy. Like, he doesn't have to put on airs. He's just himself. And I think she likes it too. You can tell. Oh, I feel there's going to be some romantic gushing coming soon. It's almost there. I'm so excited. I think it's so interesting in these last two episodes seeing so much more of Wickham because we got like a sliver of his presence in the movie, but in this, oh my goodness, Wickham is so much slimier. Like, you can see how deeply he was plotting. It wasn't just that he did Mr. Darcy's younger sister dirty and the fact that he eventually runs off with Lydia and also told Elizabeth a lie, but we also see how hard he works to make people think that he is a better person than he is, and not just Elizabeth, but everybody. We all know that there are people who care much more about their reputation and how they are viewed by people than their actual integrity. And actually being able to see that is makes them even grosser. Just makes them so much grosser. And I like that we have these characters who are flawed, very flawed, say some things that are very rude sometimes, but at the core of who they are still good people. And I like that. I like that we have characters where it's not so squeaky clean. It's not that they do everything perfectly. They make mistakes. They have to own up to those mistakes, and then they have to change and become better people, more understanding people. I like that. There's so much more to each person, and I like that these characters feel like real people. For better or worse, they feel real. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to know when I post my next reaction on this channel, please subscribe. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. And friends, I love you. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.